Hey, welcome to the Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Shagdog here. Jammer is MIA, but I'm doing coffee is for closers porter. I don't know what the hell that means. Coffee is for closers. Does that means, late shift possibility? Beer Advocate gives this one a 86, an American porter by Full Steam Brewing Company, which is out of Durham, North Carolina, home of the Bulls, right? Durham Bulls. A smooth iced coffee porter brewed with Muddy Dog coffee, Sumatran. We add lactose to round out the mouthfeel and body this spring seasonal, so it's a few months old or more than that. It's a great bridge beer. Hearty enough for spring's cooler temps, but iced coffee refreshing for the South's warm spring. So let's get into this one. Yeah, so 6% ABV. So that's cool. I love porters, love coffee porters. Hopefully it's a good one. Yeah, let's get into that. You got to make faces for the thumbnails, like, just got to do crazy stuff. Get those thumbnails rolling. Do crazy shit like that. And it might come up on the auto thumbnail, Otherwise, you might have to use some device to go through, get a clip. Yeah. Anyhow, look at that beer. Dark. Definitely dark, muddy looking, super dark. Dark, muddy. We did two. We did an IPA, American IPA, and English IPA. Now we're doing a American Porter, right? I believe American Porter. Yeah, American Porter. Let's do it. Porter's another one created by English, right? English Porter is the original porter. The American Porter is inspired by storied English Porter. The American Porter tends to make its own rules, of course. With plenty of innovation and originality, brewers in the U.S. have taken this style to a new level, whether it's highly hop in the brew or added coffee or chocolate to complement the highly roasted and burnt flavors associated with this type of beer. Some are even barrel aged in bourbon and whiskey barrels. The color could be medium brown to inky black, and the range of hop bitterness is also quite wide, but most are balanced, and quite a few easy drinking session porters can be found as well. That's true too. So a pretty good, it's basically what it is, but there is a little bit of variety there, with American Porter. And this one, as far as color goes, it's pretty black. It's not super duper night black, but it's pretty dark, black, brown, maybe a super duper dark brown. I don't know. Downtown Julie Brown, right? Yeah, so the head's gone, but a little bit, it's got that little lacing film when you tip the glass a little bit. Definitely get some coffee, maybe even a hint of chocolate, but mostly a strong coffee, maybe a light hint of chocolate in there. It smells good. Roasted coffee. Let's do it. That's pretty damn good. Love porters. Good coffee, roasty, maybe a hint of chocolate in there, not like super duper chocolatey or anything, but a hint of chocolate. That's good too. If you like black coffee with a slight bit of sweetness in there, this is it. Yeah. And maybe a little hint of chocolate, not really chocolatey, but a hint of chocolate, a hint of sweetness, and black roasted coffee. It doesn't get no better. And then it's like coffee with alcohol in it. Really. It tastes pretty good. Nice little soon as you swallow it, these little linger of an aftertaste of that roastiness, roasty coffee, strong coffee, hint of chocolate, hint of sweetness. Pretty good. I like it. Well, these guys out of North Carolina. I never heard of them before. I don't know if I ever did a beer by these guys before. Full Sail. Full Sail, I might have done a beer by them. Full Steam, no. I'm thinking of Full Sail. Full Steam, I don't recall ever doing them before. So, yeah, pretty good. I like it. Jammer would have liked this one. Man, and Jammer said he's become a bigger fan of stout beers and porters. Porters are similar to stouts. They're like a cousin of stouts, right? Because I think stouts derived from porters, actually. I think. I'm not quite sure on that. Pretty good. I wouldn't be able to drink too many of these. Of course, it is a nice roasted. It's a little heavy, not super duper heavy, but a little heavy. Maybe 2 or 3, maybe of these beers on a nice cold night or something. Cool night. And that's it. If that's all I'm drinking, a couple porters, yeah. I mean, you can handle a couple porters. I mean, if you got a high alcohol content porter, then yeah, maybe 1 or 2. But yeah, this type, what is it, 6%? Yeah, 6% ABV. Yeah, you can handle 2, 3, 4 of these. I mean, it depends on my mood. If I could drink a lot, but I definitely could drink 2 or 3 easily of these. Yeah, it is a little heavy compared to like a lager or something, but and I'm not wearing this shirt to be funny. Like, never forget about the World Trade Center. It's just the shirt I bought, a little 80s nostalgia or whatever, floppy disk, cassette, VHS. Yeah. I know it's close to the 911 time. I'm not wearing this to be funny. Never forget. I know 911 to me is very important. Matter of fact, hear me out before I go on. 911, everybody knows where they were on 911. Of course, the people who were there, either outside the building watching that shit happen, or the people who were inside the building trying to get the fuck out and survive, know where they were when 911 happened. I was sleeping after the first plane hit. A couple of years out of the Army. I still lived with my parents at the time. My mother wakes me up. I had to work at like 1 o'clock or something. I went out drinking the night before. My mother comes storming in my room, waking me up. A plane hit the World Trade Center. I'm like, what? A plane hits the World Trade Center. It's probably terrorism. I'm like, Mom, you don't know that. It could be an accident. What the hell are you talking about? I'm like, oh, geez, why are you waking me up for this shit? Which I'm glad she did. I got to witness history. But I get out there. I see the building smoking or whatever. She's going on. She goes out in the kitchen to do something or whatever. And then as I'm watching this, I see some explosion on the other building. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, something just hit the other building. And so there you go. Anyhow, long story short of that crap, and then watch the towers crumble. I had to go to work. I actually called up work because I'm like, I used to be in the military. So I'm like, man, this is like, Pentagon's attacked, World Trade. I'm thinking this is a national security crisis to me. I'm like, what else are they going to bomb? Our communication centers. I worked at nothing big, but I worked at a long distance customer service center, and I'm like, man, who the fuck's going to be calling about their fucking phone bill on a day like today? I called up work. I said, are we open? They're like, yeah, we're open. Why wouldn't we be open? I'm like, because there's fucking planes hitting buildings and shit. And they're like, yeah, we're open. So I'm like, fuck. Anyhow, I go to work. I worked in I worked for this long distance company. I'll even say their name, Sprint Long Distance, but I actually worked for a third party company. I did customer service for Sprint Long Distance. And I worked in the PMG department, partners with the airlines, all the mileage. So they sign up with Sprint and get mileage, whatever. Well, we had a promotion that month. Sign up with Sprint, you get 10,000 miles with Northwest Airlines. So, of course, we had people calling in. I mean, this is only the 11 days people calling in. So I get to work. I'm like, nobody gonna be calling the fuck in on today about their fucking air mileage with the airplanes crashing all over. Lo and behold, these greedy fucking Americans, probably Democrat. I'm just kidding. These people were whoever they were, no party affiliation or anything, just concerned about their own air mileage. Were actually calling in to sign up for Sprint so they get their 10,000 points for Northwest Airlines. I was like, you got to be shitting me. Not one of those bastards mentioned anything about what was going on today. I was going to mention it to ruin their day, or apparently, because anyhow, I had one old lady, probably about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. She called to get her Northwest airline mileage also. But she's the only one that said, isn't it a shame what happened today? I cannot believe it. She's the only one out of, I don't know, 100 customers that called in that said something about today. I couldn't believe it. But God bless her soul. She's probably dead now. I mean, she had to be in her like 70s or 80s at that point. That was in 2011. Oh, or 2001. 2011, I wish. 2001. So that was 22 years ago. So if she was 70, she'd be 92 now, probably. She definitely sounded like she was in her, had to be late 60s at least, but I was thinking maybe 70s. But at least she put a little hope back in my heart, like someone cares out there, you know? That was horrible. That was a horrible day. I was like, I can't believe these people are calling in for their fucking mileage. I didn't understand it at all. Yeah. Maybe I have too much compassion. I would never. I just can't imagine it. Yeah. Maybe wait till tomorrow to call about that mileage, you know? Let's say, you know, let me take a step back and think if I want to fly and use those fucking mileage points. You know what I'm saying? You know, that was fucking crazy. Do you really need mileage points today? You got all month to sign up. Today of all days, you're calling to get your mileage, 10,000 points. Oh, fuck. Well, at least she mentioned it and felt like horrible. Like, can't believe, you know, she's the only one that actually mentioned the incident. I couldn't believe it. Here I am taking fucking calls from people till 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night about their dumbass mileage, airline mileage. Well, back to the beer. Yeah, that's horrible. I've been watching 911 shit all week. I hate this time of year because I get on the kick. I start watching shit on YouTube, and when you start watching a certain type of video, they keep recommending you shit. So I've never seen this one. I don't think. Let me watch this one. Watching all these different 911 videos, and most of them I've actually seen before, but I came across about 3 or 4 I'd never seen before. Certain footage. I'm like, wow, I never seen this one before. So I seen some new shit. I was like, oh, but there's some that they don't show. I can't find it. Matter of fact, there's one with a guy down there, down by the towers, and the music playing, the elevator music, and a little plaza between the towers. And there's some other guy following him, like, you got balls, man. He's directing them. Hey, look at that. There's a guy hanging out the window there. You got him? He's like, yeah. He was like, the music had the Billy Joel song playing. I forget the other song playing, but it's very eerie. You know, every time I hear those songs now, I think about 911. But that one's hard to find, and I came across it again this year. So, but it's hard to find if you try to look for it. But eventually, you'll come across it. But he's got the one where the guy's hanging out the window, goes back in, and then there's a blowout over here, and you see somebody blow out with the blowout. It looks like a body in the blowout. Yeah. But yeah, that's a pretty bad one. And then the guy who's crawling out the window eventually falls out the window, you know, trying to hang out. I can't imagine what it was like up there. Shit, what the hell am I talking about? But the one I haven't seen, and I'm glad I haven't seen, is years and years ago I've seen it. Maybe YouTube has any type of video pertaining to that blocked. But somebody had a video showing the ground, and it's where people were jumping. And it looked like fucking someone, because he was from a distance, he wasn't like close up, but it looked like red blotch there, red blotch there, red blotch there, red blotch there. It was all these people jumping or falling, perhaps, some of them. All these people that hit the ground, man, it was just like fucking tomatoes on the ground. It looked like red tomato, like someone slammed tomatoes on the ground. That's what it looked like. People hit the ground, man. It didn't look good. I'm glad they don't show that one. Yeah, because they say 1 to 300 people jumped from the towers. I think it might have been more actually, but who the hell's there on each side of both towers counting? You know. Yeah, that was a horrible day in American history, and yeah, well, never. They said, I think President Bush said, when he got it, we'll never forget. We'll hunt these guys down. Well, yeah, eventually they got some of them. But Taliban is back in power in Afghanistan. That should never happen. I mean, even though they weren't the culprits, but they kind of let Al-Qaeda in their country. We should have killed Taliban too, you know. Why is there any Taliban left? Even though they probably chased off to Pakistan or they were in hiding all those years, whatever. Of course, the terrorists and renegade fighters in Afghanistan were probably all Taliban, you know, supporters or whatever. Yeah, we should have fucked that country up. Literally. The Moab that Trump dropped one time, the mother of all bombs, we should have dropped a lot more mother of all bombs. Yeah, and you know, you think about 9/11, how many people died there? Then all of our troops between Iraq and Afghanistan, how many troops died there? I don't know, 6,000 total, somewhere around there. Yeah, was it really worth it going over there? Especially Iraq. I mean, Iraq, the whole mess. I don't know. I think that was a little Bush revenge type thing, like, yeah, I'm gonna do what my daddy did and go in Iraq. I don't know what the hell that was all about. Maybe they tricked him because he wasn't kind of gullible. Yeah, they got weapons of mass destruction. Someone laid it to him. Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna take the and you know between what's his name, his vice president there, Dick Cheney and Rumsfeld. Those fucks got really rich off that kind of stuff. So. Yeah, we should never went to Iraq. Anyhow, you think if we never went to Iraq, I mean, never know actually, but what the hell is that group called? Whatever hell that other terrorist group called. They probably would have never ended up in Iraq actually. Anyhow, that's all I got to say about that right now. Thanks for my one viewer watching. Why am I talking about Iraq, Afghanistan, 9/11? I don't know. I should be talking about beer. I don't even know if I graded this or not. I think I did. Let's just regrade it. Coffee is for Closers by Full Steam Brewing out of, where the hell were they out of? North Carolina. Yeah, North Kakalaka. I'm going to give it a B plus and a swallow. There you go. I should have graded it a long time ago. I probably did. Maybe I forget. But yeah, not a bad porter, actually. Pretty good porter for a American porter. Pretty good. I wish Jammer could have done this one. He probably would have liked this one. Jammer fan might have liked this one too. 6%, yeah. Full Steam Brewery out of Rugby, Durham, North Carolina. How can I forget it, right? Durham Bulls. The Bulls. Yeah, thanks to my one viewer for watching though. Yeah, I appreciate it. Shagdog, one of the best beer reviews ever. You know, me and Jammer, Spitter Swallow beer review. I forgot the name of those dudes. They changed the name of the YouTube channel now, but back in the day, they had like a big brewed beer reviewing channel. There's like 4 or 5 of them all the time reviewing beers. It was all professional setup. And they did a survey of who's the best beer reviewers on YouTube. I don't know who these people were. Matter of fact, one of them watched us for a couple of years, but I can't remember his name offhand. But they voted for me and Jammer to Spit or Swallow beer review. They were like, the Spit or Swallow, they named the top 5, and they named us in their top 5. And I was like very honored by that. Of course, they did it because of our humor or whatever, but we're getting drunk on camera, I guess. But yeah, and there was somebody else that mentioned us. So I was like, wow, we got mentioned by 2 people on this big. That was it, really. And then their final tally, of course, they're not going to tally us into that shit. They had probably 5,000 comments, and only 2 people put us in theirs. I'm sure. But I think nowadays you could, like Facebook, when you do a poll, someone that commented on it could add somebody to the poll. Which, I mean, if everybody did that, you had 2,000 people in the poll. I mean, that probably wouldn't be fair either. But yeah, that'd probably be a better way to do it. Maybe regional beer reviewers, yes. And then have a championship like the final 4 horsemen, right? Yeah, pretty good beer. I think I'm just going to do, I was going to review half a beer next and then just do some beer karaoke. I think I'm just going to do karaoke. I got to get to bed soon. I got to get back in my schedule. I work night, so I got to sleep tonight sometime. We'll see how that goes. I might do one more beer review. Let's chug this down. I got one more beer. It's a big beer, so I might drink half of it and then do the beer karaoke after I get done half of it. I don't know. That might be it. Screw it. Yeah, that's going to be it, folks. Who loves you? That's right, Shagdog. At least I'm getting done with this one quicker than the last 2, huh? I talk too much is the problem. I should just be drinking. That's why you should videotape it, edit it, not go live. I could have edited a whole bunch of stuff out if I was recording shit. Hey, look forward to, though, we're going to be doing some pumpkin Oktoberfest, mostly Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. We do have one flannel beer. I don't know what the fuck a flannel beer is. We're going to be doing a flannel beer. Jammer's got a flannel beer with one certain brewer. I got a flannel beer with another. Pumpkin and Oktoberfest. I know I got about 10 pumpkin beers to do. 1 or 2 of them ciders, actually, pumpkin ciders. And then I got about 8 to 10 Oktoberfest. And I know Jammer right now has about 6 Oktoberfest beers and a couple pumpkins. He probably might buy more because he likes, when I tell him, hey, I bought this many beers, he likes to just go out and outdo me. So he'll probably go buy some more pumpkins in October. But he'll really outdo me by too much. I'll be like, dude, why'd you buy 50 pumpkin beers? That's what he's going to do. And he'll be drinking pumpkin beers into December, January. Just like last year, he bought some Christmas pack and was drinking that crap all the way to February. Winter seasonal, which I guess is good because February technically is still winter, right? But he was drinking, some of them were Christmas themed in February. No, you can't drink Christmas themed beers in February. You should be drinking president themed or what else is in February? Is that Black History Month? Black themed or President Valentine's Day, love, That's what you should be drinking in February, not Christmas themed. But Jammer will be drinking probably some Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers in December, January. I guarantee it. He's going to outdo me, go buy a whole bunch, and he'll still be drinking it in December, January. I know it. I just know these things. You know, that's what he does. Yeah. So I told him how many total beers I had today. Let me look and see if I got that I'll get that on my phone somewhere. Whoop, I don't know what that whip noise was. I think I told him. I said, yeah, so let me give this to you straight. That's what I said to Jammer. I got 10 Oktoberfest, 1 flannel beer, whatever the heck a flannel beer is, 1 Halloween peanut butter stout, 1 voodoo something stout, so I figured I could use that for Halloween, and 8 different types of pumpkins, which is basically 6 pumpkin beers and 2 pumpkin ciders. So there's the list of Jammer. 10 Oktoberfest, a flannel, a Halloween peanut butter chocolate, voodoo something stout, basically a skull voodoo looking thing, so I can figure I could use that for Halloween, and 8 different types of pumpkin beers. Jammer will go out and buy friggin' 15 Oktoberfest and 20 pumpkins. I just know that's what's going to happen. I mean, he's probably saying that about me too, because he has like 4 pumpkins and 3 or 4 Oktoberfest, maybe 4 Oktoberfest ready to go. And I had 3 Oktoberfest and 3 pumpkins. So he's a little bit ahead of me. But I said, I take the fall Oktoberfest goes from pretty much the middle of September all the way to the end of October to November 1st, pretty much. So I had to go buy some more Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. Matter of fact, I had 3 Oktoberfest beers ready to go and a flannel. That's all I had for fall seasonal. And then I had 4 or 5 pumpkins or whatever. So I figured I had to go get more. I'm going to be drinking all the way to the end of October. Fall Oktoberfest pretty much goes from next Wednesday all the way till the end of October. So Jammer better be ready. But if he's not, I mean, like last year, he didn't do any fall beers. So we'll see if he could do more than, because the year before he did a lot of Oktoberfest beers. He got on there. I didn't have any Oktoberfest beers the year before, so I guess last year was the makeup. I did majority. I don't think he did any Oktoberfest. He might have had 1 or 2 Oktoberfest beers last year. And I did like 3 or 4 different beer review sit-ins where I did, Halloween, pumpkin, Oktoberfest beers. So hopefully he can make it up this year. No, I got a comment. Sorry about that if you're still there. Hey, Dream Shark. Coffee is for closers. Beer reviews to 0 viewers is for lovers or losers. Yes. I know I say it's for lovers, buddy. Thanks for loving. I guess you're the one viewer that's a loser. I had 2 viewers, actually. Thanks for commenting there. Is that one of those dudes that was commenting last time? Yeah. What a homo. Let me send that to Jammer. I told him I'd send a picture. Oh, get close up. Yeah, we had a negative commenter already. Had 2 viewers. Apparently, Dream Shark. Coffee is for closers. Beer reviews to 0 viewers is for losers. Well, he's talented. He sent that like 5 minutes ago, so unfortunately I didn't see it when he sent it. Because I could have said, people who watch losers are really winners. I ain't no loser. We never had viewers on here. We got 80 some subscribers, you dumbass. It's not like we have 2,000, 5,000 subscribers. I don't care about nobody watching this. I'm doing this live, so it goes straight to YouTube, and I don't have to upload it or edit it, you dummy. That makes me mad. That makes me mad. Droopy dog, right? Anyhow, I'm done with the beer reviews today. I'll wait for my other loser to get on the beer review with me next week, Jammer. Hey, Dream Shark, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell, so you can see more videos, buddy. All right, well, I'm Shagdog, Spitter Swallow Beer Review. This has went on long enough. I might do one more. I'm still debating because I got one beer to review right now, but I don't know if I want to just drink that and do some karaoke because people want to hear my voice. I'm waiting for Jammer to finish the other half of the song we're doing, so we'll find out when that happens. We'll see you on the next one. Shagdog, Spitter Swallow Beer Review. Remember, find Dream Shark.